Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. I'm Dad. How are you? Good. Good to know. Hope you're doing well. It's very hot. Is it staying hot where you are too? Like, it's crazy here. I know a lot of people in Australia, like, it's your winter. But does Australia actually get cold? Aren't you on the other side of the equator? I don't know anything. Like, is it really that cold there? Anyway, sucks to be you, I guess. Merry Christmas or whatever. So anyway, we're talking about Bella Weems today. She went on this podcast. What's it called? Something or other. She went on a podcast by Heidi Summers, called Bella Weems Reveals How She Became CEO at 14 and Got Scammed. So something tells me she's going to go on this podcast, talk about her success. Let's not forget, it's built off the backs of others and she has child labor. But she's probably going to talk about the scam with the people that she... I think it's fake. I absolutely do think it's fake. Where they got scammed in their adoption thing. So, let's talk about it. When it comes to Dell vlogs, ew. Okay? I absolutely think these people are just funky. Funky wankers. That's what they are from now on. Okay? Funky wankers. Bella Weems is a girl who started Origami Owl with her mom as a teenager. Basically, her mom did it and used her. And apparently makes millions and millions of dollars selling shitty jewelry to people. And in what we discovered in this Origami Owl MLM scheme is that not only is every MLM a scheme, it's all BS. There's some comments actually in this video with Heidi Summers that says, please don't glorify MLMs. While you both started successful companies, the average Origami Owl rep only makes an annual salary of $785 pre-tax on average per the company's 2020 income disclosure. I should go take a look at that income disclosure. I think I'm dumb, but maybe we can read it together. Whereas I imagine BB actually pays their employees a livable, I think that's Heidi's company. That doesn't even include the 58% of designers that didn't receive compensation at all. Uh-oh, Origami Owl. There are so many successful businesswomen you could do this with that don't run their business off the exploitation of their employees and children, by the way. Because not only is her and her mom, and don't forget her mother is a convicted pedo protector who was convicted of it, protecting someone who slept with a minor and like was disgusting about it. Not only that, she almost killed her child by leaving him in a hot car. There's articles all over the place about it. And this woman is in her children's lives. And they use this child's story to go to these conferences and these origami hours to prompt it up. You can win like meet story, and she brings her daughter for meet and greets. It's like a reward. Really, really effing weird people, okay? But that, not only all that garbage. Of course she's exploiting story. She doesn't need to. She's wealthy beyond wealth. It's all for accolades. She doesn't need to have a YouTube channel. She just makes more, but she doesn't need to. There's no need for it. But they choose to exploit this child. Not for money, but for accolades. And it's insane. And then we discovered Origami Owl uses minors to sell to other minors. So they use the children of the people in their downline who sell the jewelry to use their children to sell to other children. Which is child labor, by the way. And it's going to all come out eventually. Like, the government is always going to get theirs, okay? It's going to come a knockin' eventually. So Origami Owl is a garbage company. Bella Weems is a garbage person. Her mother, Chrissy Weems, or Christian Weems, whatever the hell her name is now, is a garbage person. These are all garbage people. Okay, Dallin is a garbage asshole too for allowing all this to happen, even though he's the one that has the more solidified connection with story. I honestly think that he's regretting putting her on the internet. I honestly believe this. And like, you see them on vacation and she doesn't want to be with, like, I think it's in the Reddit. Let me show you. I gotta show it to you because it's like, oh, it's like, what? I think Bella's starting to notice that S never wants to be held by her.
My birth mom just...
It's like a stranger. I don't like this weird woman with close eyes.
Love me, if not more. Because she gave her the gift of...
Doesn't want to be around her. So there's that one, and then there's another one. Where was it? Look at her face. Here, this one. This is the one I saw. So watch. She's trying to grab story. I'll full screen this so you can see it. Trying to grab story. We'll watch what happens.
I want to go up another level though, because you're outside.
Like she's like, no.
That's pretty epic, because Like, here we're out.
I mean, you gotta, at some point, people gotta start being like, that baby's got intuition. Okay? It's, I'm sorry, they just do. Babies do have that. Humans in general. Babies in general have these connections with people. And if they don't want to be around somebody, there's reasons they don't want to be around somebody. Do I think she abuses her? No. Do I think she's a good mother? No. She has not a motherly bone in her body. This woman is an exploiter. She is all about herself. Completely and 100% about herself all the time. And heaven forbid they get pregnant, because I don't want them to. This baby's on their own. Okay? They're out to sea. They're going to Micah Stauffer this thing real quick. Anyway, let's get to this podcast. It's quite long, 40 minutes. I have never seen it. I don't know who Heidi Summers is. She got 800,000 subscribers on YouTube. I guess she's a boss mom or a boss girl or whatever, girl boss, whatever you call it anymore. And they're here blowing smoke up each other's ass like rich people do on the internet all the time. It's so sickening. There are people dying. Okay, but let's watch this garbage podcast.
Today we're doing something a little bit different. I've actually never done this on my channel before, but we are doing a little podcast interview. I have someone very special in town.
So the first time you're going to go into podcasting interviews, you're going to bring on Bella Weems without doing any research about her? Good for you, dumbass. Matt and Abby were forced to delete the podcast that they did with Della Vlogs. And I have it on my channel. You can go watch it. Why did they delete it? Because they made promises to the birth mother that they had no idea and could not remember the promises. It made them look like a bunch of butt cracks, because they are. They just made them look so bad. I went back and watched part of that and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so bad. And this woman, whoever she is, good for you and your success, but do a little research maybe.
I've been so excited. She has shared her life journey on YouTube for a few years.
Her eyes. It's aliens. She looks like I don't know. It's like when you squish a baby's face like this and it's like, oh, it's cute. That's what she looks like. It just stayed that way.
And has been extremely vulnerable, sharing her infertility journey, getting scammed in her adoption process, and started a business at just 14 years old that has been wildly successful. She was in Forbes, Cosmopolitan, Good Morning America,
Don't dance. Okay, don't dance.
Count, so many crazy articles. And I think she's probably one of the most interesting people I've ever met.
Really? And you're... What? You think this is the most interesting person you ever met? Go meet more people then!
So...
Wow.
Bella!
Thank you. I feel so honored. Thank you so much.
There's so much more I can say. Wow, powerhouse.
Thank you.
So
That's how I
excited.
feel.
Don't call her a powerhouse. Powerhouse of, like, if you had a powerhouse fart, right? If you had milk when you weren't supposed to have milk, and it's like, those milk first. You shouldn't trust them, but you do it anyway. Those, powerhouse.
Oh, you, by the way.
Stop. We're just like...
Stop, baby, you're right, but stop. You're right. Me and you, we're it, right? Girl boss.
Booting over each
Yeah,
other.
we're like, you're amazing.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited. Bella has been with Buff Bunny Collection for a little while now. Get together and hang out.
And wear high socks.
Oh, yeah.
Which we've
This
been
has
talking
been
about.
too much fun. Like, all of my favorite things. Looking at cute clothes, going to the gym, hanging out with you. Like, it's been amazing. I love it here. I never want to leave.
Yeah, you should probably stay there and let just Dallin take care of the baby. Let them be on their own. The baby's like, oh my god, thank god she's gone for a few days. They can relax and stuff. It's nice.
Perfect. Well, Arizona's only like a hop, skipping away, so
Yeah.
you're welcome to come hang out whenever you want.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As long as you bring story.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Did you bring Story?
Story's having the time of her life
Oh, they did bring her. Dang it.
here. She's obsessed. Right now, we're in
Your 1-year-old daughter is not obsessed with wherever you are. She doesn't even know where she is. Okay, she's not obsessed. Stop being an idiot.
a little VIP room, and there's an arcade, and she's just having the time of her life.
She's living her best life. So if you hear any baby cries or anything, they're good screams. She's happy. Awesome. Well, Bella, I want to start off. I know all the answers to these questions, but I'm just going to ask as if I didn't know you. But what is your story? Where are you from?
Yeah.
What's your family like?
Well, my mother is a convicted pedo protector. Wonder if she's gonna say that. She almost killed my brother. That was a thing that happened. Anything else?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm Bella, and I started my business at 14 years old. I guess that's the most interesting thing about me is that I started my business at a young age, and honestly, I kind of started it by accident. I feel like my main goal in the beginning was to earn money for a car, and I had my goal of earning $2,000 to buy a used truck online. And it just morphed into something that I could have never even imagined, and I feel so blessed and so grateful for the whole journey. But
how are you rocking SM50, SM7Bs, and you're getting that much background noise? Who's doing this podcast? You're not good at this. There's no gate on there. You don't, like, how are you getting so much background noise with these microphones? Like, these things are insane for podcasting, especially if you get really close to these things and talk in a deep podcasting voice. It sounds so much better. But if you, like, I guess if you're this far away, it's going to pick up some noise. But get wrecked, whoever's doing this podcast.
Basically, starting it at 14 years old, I saved up $350 of my babysitting money, and I asked my parents.
$350. I just said a small loan of $350. Who gets $350 for babysitting?
That they would match me so I could start a business, and so they matched me $350.
So I just asked parents for money, and they gave me money.
And yeah, that's what I did. I started a business. I basically went online. The lockets have been around for forever, but I wanted to kind of reinvent the locket in a new way. And at the time, personalized jewelry was super popular. And so I knew that if you did lockets and fill them with charms, I mean, I do quotes because charms in the beginning when we started were basically like we would find earrings online, cut the backs off of earrings and like little birthstones and anything that would fit in a locket, we called it a charm. And so I started selling those to friends and family.
So your friends and family bankrolled it. That's what you're telling us. Okay, cool.
These lockets and charms they're here. You guys have to get them. And so I opened up a mall kiosk in my local mall. And then from there,
standard teenager things. Just going to the mall and opening up a kiosk without any help from adults at all. Completely all by myself. Nope. That's your mother living vicariously through you. Convicted pedo protector, Chrissy Weems. Should I show you the article? Let's show you the article. There you go. Just in case you didn't see it before. Susan Brock pal, Christian Weems, sentenced to probation for helping Brock hide evidence of relationship with teen. That's nice. Christian Weems, the friend of Susan Brock, the soon-to-be former wife of Maricopa County Supervisor Fulton Brock, who pled guilty to charges that she tried to hide evidence of the sexual relationship Brock was having with a teenage boy, was sentenced to probation this morning. Brock's adult daughter, Rachel, Christian Weems, the friend of Susan Brock, the soon-to-be former wife, Brock's adult daughter, Rachel, was also convicted of charges that they had a sexual relationship with the same boy her mother's convicted of molesting. Wow. That's mother-daughter dates. To a new level, I guess. Additionally, Fulton Brock, the boy's parents, and the boy's Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints all suspected the relationship between Brock and the boy a year before police were ever called. The church knew about this a year before. See our cover story. What? Because he's Maricopa County Superior, or he's Maricopa, whatever, high upper. Maricopa County Superior Court Judge Joseph Creamer sentenced Weems, an aspiring East Valley politician, not anymore, to 1 year probation after she pled guilty August to one count of computer tampering. She hacked this thing. Initially, Weems was hit with 5 felony counts, including hindering prosecution, tampering with evidence, and obstruction of a criminal investigation for allegedly trying to destroy incriminating emails stored in Brock's victim's email. I've done this before. I'm reading it again. According to the documents by New Times, Brock and the victim would often coordinate meetings times by writing drafts of emails, then saving them in the victim's email account. Brock had access to the account, could check the messages left by the victim. That's pedo work right there. That's crazy. Because the emails were only drafts or never sent, would never appear in the victim's sent box. Court docs state Brock told the victim to do it this way to avoid being detected by his parents. November 2nd, after Weems had visited Brock in jail, Brock called her from the clink and two had a conversation where Weems tried to get Brock to tell her some sort of password using code talk about a trip onto California. I have a question, Weems said to Brock during the conversation. Do you remember when you and I went to California and we went to that you and I and all the girls and we went to the beach house, have a password to get in the gate? Do you remember what that is? Like, she's sitting here trying to get this password out of this kid. At first, Brock seemed confused by the question, but later, after some hints from Weems, seemed to figure it out. Brock then rattled off a password supposed to get to Beach House in California, which happened to be the same password to the victim's email account. So, that's crazy. Seems Brock told Weems about the email account and password in a prior conviction. Wow. After Weems had the password, she told Brock, thank you. Okay, so thank you. I need that in order to take care of some things and be able to get that to you, so thank you. And then she tried to delete things, and then she's convicted. That's her mother, by the way, and one of the founders of Origami Owl. It's weird, the selective outrage of people. Because if that was a dude who did that, no chance. And he had a business like this, no chance he would survive that. But because they're women, yeah, no problem. No worries.
Ended up, we put it online, and my business kind of just blew up. Like, I always use the analogy, it was like a bowling ball rolling down a hill, and I couldn't catch the bowling ball just because it was just, things were selling.
Would snowball effect work better? No? A bowling ball downhill fast? Okay.
Out, and here I am, like, trying to balance school and a business, and all of a sudden there's just all these eyes on my business, and I'm like, what is going on? And so
I think she was bought out, or someone else runs it now.
that's a little bit about the background of my business, but I'm married now. I adopted my daughter's story. She just turned a year old.
She hates me. She doesn't like me touching her. It's weird, but it doesn't bother me. We did a video where like, come to which one you like better, and it was always Dallin, and I was so sad.
She's so cute. She's the sweetest girl. We went through a whole fertility journey. I mean, it is just...
This camera's crooked too, by the way. Whoever's filming this, bunch of buttholes.
Been such a...
Like... Do you not see that your camera's crooked?
Crazy. I mean, since I was 14.
He's like, you can see him in the mirror looking at the camera, not seeing that it's crooked.
Now I'm about to turn 28 years old, so it's been a crazy, crazy adventure. And
you're a crazy adventure of lies.
I'm so grateful.
Right, Gus?
Wow, there's so much to chat about. I'm so excited.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so the first thing, I guess I want to pick your brain. As a 14-year-old,
Sure.
That's insane. Like, I'm trying to think of what I was doing at 14. I think I was, like, horseback riding. Like, trying to think of what I was doing at 14. I was homeschooled. I think I was, like, climbing trees. And here you are just building an empire for yourself, which is so cool. And I guess you were...
An empire. You should just call it a pyramid. You're building a pyramid of where you're at the top making a lot. I don't know if she's doing it anymore, but it's an MLM. It's a literal multi-level marketing pyramid scheme company. It's got downlines. Again, if you could look at their 2020 thing, which I'm going to do eventually and try to understand it, the average person makes less than $1,000 a year. And then people are like, well, you get what you put under. Shut up. You shouldn't be like, if you want to pay people to sell you jewelry, pay people to sell you jewelry. Okay? This whole MLM thing should be completely illegal, and I cannot believe it's not illegal yet. Because it preys on weak people. It's really, in like, sometimes in points, it preys on weak people during their weakest times too. Right? Oh, do you want to stay at home, make an extra $5 million a month? Well, here you go. Sell this shitty jewelry. You can hang out with my baby if you win. And also use your children to sell to other children, and we'll give you a bonus. It's bullshit.
We were talking a little bit yesterday, and I guess just to put in people's perspective, you're 14 years old. You have a flip phone.
Yes.
You put your number on these cards, and they're calling you, sending you messages.
Yeah. So I made a mistake.
Yeah. Right, like I'm famous.
Of at our mall kiosk, every locket that was sold, I would put my personal business card in the bag. So this was around the holiday season. So everybody's coming to the mall kiosk, building
like teenagers have personal business cards,
lockets for their loved ones, and then shipping them all over the country. And so all of a sudden, I'm in school. I'm sitting there like taking my test. My phone is just getting blown up.
It's not. It's like 2 calls.
And I'm realizing it's just all these numbers from all over the country. It's people who had received the lockets for the holidays, and they wanted to gift another locket to one of their loved ones. And so I would run out into the hall or into the bathroom.
Hey, buddy, doing this podcast, do you have cloud lifters on these mics? Maybe that's your problem.
And I would answer as if I was a professional business, because I was like, I have a business. I have to be professional. So I would get a call. I'd be like, hi, this is...
Sup, it's Bella. You kill him, we grill him. What do you need? Go ahead, caller. You're on the air with Bella Weems. Just kidding. What do you need? Bella's whorehouse speaking. You got the dough. We got the hoe. What do you need? Bella's crematorium. You kill him, we grill him. What do you need? Hippity hoppity. What's poppity? You need jewelry? Okay, hold on. I'll call me mom. City morgue. You stab him, we slab him. New York and Chicago branches. Yellow. You know she answers the phone. Yellow. Welcome to Bella's Sperm Bank. You wank it, we bank it. Anyway, that's what she did.
May I help you? And they're like, oh, hi, is there a way I could place an order? I'm like, absolutely. What can I get you? And I would take their order, and I would literally write their order on my arm.
Why? When you're at school and you have a binder in front of you. Why would you do that? Ink poisoning.
And then I would write like their address on my arm. And then when I would get home, I'd be like...
But your phone was blown up. Do you ever know, like, they would have to take up all of your arm then if your phone was blown up? So you're lying, liar.
We have to fill this order. I hope it doesn't rub off. Like, we have to fill it, like, right now before it rubs off. And I remember actually one distinct moment as I was taking a business call in the bathroom, someone flushed the toilet in the bathroom, and I was like, oh, just ignore that. Anyway, what can I do?
Taking a dump, what do you need?
Like, what can I do to help you?
Bella's Toilet Store, taking a dump.
I'm like, this is a very professional business that I'm running. But
Clearly.
yeah, it was like, I just feel like in the beginning I was just scrappy. Like,
Scrappy.
What can I do
Shut
to
up.
just get these lockets everywhere? And it was just, oh my gosh,
Scrappy.
thinking back to that time is so wild. And
Wild, man, so wild. Just taking orders on my arm in the bathroom at school. Sounds like other kids' stories, but they ended up pregnant.
I just can't believe that happened.
And it worked. I mean, you started a business with essentially $350.
Yeah.
Eventually $700. And I mean,
And then your parents got you a kiosk at the mall. You know, like everybody starts their business. Come on. Relax, everybody.
it just kind of shows.
Yeah.
I think I have a lot
Like
of
Trump, I got a small loan of $1 million.
women viewers, but men too. It's just like a lot of people think you need like thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a business.
You do now, thanks to current politicians and who have totally destroyed our economies.
But you started it with $700 that you kind of tucked away over time. It was
No, she didn't tuck it away over time. She babysat, then her parents matched it, then her parents got her a kiosk at the mall. So it's more like her parents gave her like thousands of dollars. Let's be real, okay? Cool.
like it was just showed up.
Yeah, it did kind of just show up. That's exactly what happened.
Totally. And I feel like also
Why are you trying to like be like, oh, it was so hard fought for years over? No, it's given to her. Are you serious?
thing that I look back on is it doesn't matter how old or how young you are, you can do anything that you put your mind to. I feel
Shut up.
like a lot of people I remember in the beginning were like, you think you can do this? You're like 14 years old. And I'm like, I just feel like I can do it. Like,
You didn't do it. Your mom did it. She's taking, first of all, her mom's an asshole, so that is what it is. But she's taking all of the credit when it was her mother.
had so much like optimism, and I was just like, I can do this. I can start a business. Like, why not? Like, I don't have to be 20 to start a business. I don't have to be 30, 40, you know? It's just like, just do it. And I feel like a lot of people like
Just do it.
wait to go after their dreams, and it's like, there's never a bad time to start.
Yes.
There is bad times to start. Like, what if you're 1?
You can start anytime, whether you're 60 or 14 years old.
Just start.
Just
Wild.
start.
Okay, so
Start your shitty locket business. Again, I'm going to do a counter locket business. I'm going to do it. Just do really cool, like put toilet seats in there and like cool things like sneakers and toilet seats. I don't know what else. Knives. Keeping knives in there. Maybe a little shotgun. Sell a bunch of people in Texas. You know what I'm saying? You know, like bikini in there if you want to do. I don't know. You could sell, like, just put cool things in there. Spaghetti. Why not spaghetti? Put some damn spaghetti. Put a little Arnold Palmer can in there. I'd sell that shit.
while you had this business, what did that look like? So you were going to school, public school, and then you would come home and go to like product development calls
Product development. Shut up.
and meetings.
Yes.
They were cutting little bits off earrings from Claire's, sticking it in a locket.
Yes, it was so wild. So I would be in school, and I would get in trouble all the time for being on my phone. I'd be texting under my desk, but literally, I'm not like texting a boyfriend or anything. I'm texting my team like, hey, okay, did this come in time? This.
She's like, I'm Richie Rich, okay? Like, I'm basically Richie Rich, but my eyes are closer together.
Is this product in the warehouse? Did you ship out this order? Is, you know, like, I'm like trying to do both. And
What was your mom doing during this period? You weren't doing it. Your mom was doing it. Stop lying.
looking back, maybe I should have just like done homeschooling or something, but I really wanted the high school experience, and I wasn't gonna let like my business take away from that. I still like participated in the high school musical that I wanted to be in, and like
She's like, I wanted accolades. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted people to see me. It was about me. And then she did her like Origami Owl like conference and sang in front of people. And oh my gosh. Don't watch it.
did some normal things, but the second I was done with school, I would go straight to my office, and normally I would just like go into the warehouse and fill orders because we were so backed up on orders, and I would just be filling orders all night, literally there's like pictures of me, I would fall asleep on the floor of the warehouse, like with like a little, like
That sounds safe.
just under someone's desk, and then I'd wake up and go to school. Like, it was wild. I couldn't even drive. I'd have my dad pick me up and take me to the office.
jokes.
He's like,
So this girl's like, this interview was balls. Even Heidi Summers like, did we do this?
I have to be at this meeting at 4 o'clock. Please hurry. He like would pick me up, and then I would go to the office, and it's
Wow. I think
fun.
that's so cool though that you kept going to school, because you could have been homeschooled, and as someone that I was homeschooled most of my life, and then I like wanted so badly to go to public school, and I loved public school, and I guess like I'm so happy that you were able to start this business. It's so inspiring to a lot of people. But
Get into how it works. How about you get into how the business works? Let's hear that. Not just how it started. So how does it work? How do you make your money? How many people get screwed by having to invest their own money into your business?
you also still held your ground. It's like I want that like kid high school experience. So it's like you got to have a little bit of both, which is so cool.
It was definitely there's a lot of sacrifice though, because I mean, if you put yourself in like a 14-year-old's brain, the things that you care about at 14 are like hanging out with your friends and like going to the parties and like
14, you go to parties. June rolls in and just like, it's over.
What are you doing, Tidies?
Poor Gus. He's having a nap and she's like, let me step on your face. Lay on your bed, Gus. You can lay on your bed. Go 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 on your bed. June, leave him alone. Go.
that kind of thing. And I just remember I missed all of that, like every weekend, especially because when we had our mall kiosk, I would go to the mall kiosk every day after school too. Like I was like balancing so many things, and
Sounds like you're balancing school and mall kiosks. That's what it sounds like. So many things?
so I remember one specific time I was so bummed because one of my friends was having this party, but I was like, I need to work, and I was so sad. But then the craziest thing happened. It was during a really busy time too. All of my friends showed up at the mall kiosk and they like hung out with me while I was selling my
All one of them? That's nice of that person to do that.
product, and I was like, that just is so
I
sweet.
have goosebumps.
They wanted money.
It was so
sweet.
It's so cool to see people support you, and especially my friends at the time, being
At the time. Notice how she says, at the time.
young kids. They were so great. So
They're probably like, you're crazy, Bella, but we're gonna come hang out with you.
We're going to come hang out with you and your Chomo protector mom.
we'll come help you at your mom
Like if I knew about her mom, I'd be like, you're not going to her house. You're not hanging out with her. Her mother is literally as bad as a pedo.
kiosk.
Wow. So as a 14-year-old, and I mean,
Oh, okay, she's wearing her own merch. I see.
just continuing through the high school, was there any times that you got overwhelmed?
All the time. Yeah. There was a lot of tears. There was also a time I did
Tears that were really close together.
like a whole press tour, and I think it was my junior year, where I was like going all over. I did 20 cities in 30 days, and that's when I was like I did like Cosmopolitan and all
City every other day. Cool. All right.
that stuff, and I met with Forbes, and it was wild. I had to miss a lot of school.
Did
months,
you?
Yeah, and we went around, and it was wild. It was wild.
Sounds so
Yeah, that's
wild.
a lot to juggle as a kid, but I mean, were your parents kind of helping with the business too?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, my mom, she's the CEO of my company now, and she's great. I mean, she's always been so inspiring.
And also, the pedo protector thing.
But yeah, she would like hold down the fort and be like, all right, you go. And then it was wild.
It's because it made her rich.
Just the whole thing. But
That's like
Wow, the story is boring.
when I heard that story, 'cause I remember you telling me about Origami Owl when you started when you were 14, but I guess I didn't really like deep dive into it too much because like I just follow your YouTube and your
And when you told me about it, I didn't look it up at all because it sounds shitty.
Instagram, and I'd watch your videos and stuff. But hearing that yesterday, because we talked a little deeper about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that type of pressure on a 14, 15-year-old.
That's because it wasn't her. She was the face of the company. Her mother was running it.
But it sounds like you just genuinely loved what you did.
yeah, I was loving it. I mean, it was such a cool experience and opportunity. I had so much fun, and it definitely wasn't a normal teenage
Childhood.
experience in childhood. But looking back, I'm like, what a cool opportunity to be able to experience that. And to be able to get to do that.
To be able to make tons of money.
It was so
That's what you
cool.
want to say.
Yes. What would you say is the secret to like all the success at that time? Do you think it was like a combination of like creativity and luck at
Luck.
the time, or do you think that you had something that really stood out and honestly still stands out to this day with
Does it?
other companies?
I really feel like people can feel your passion and your heart and your intention, and truly.
Where does she get these bullshit answers from? I feel like people can feel your passion through shitty jewelry. Okay. What are you saying? Where do you get this crap? Did she hire some agent to like, here's what you say for these things, and she just keeps repeating them her whole life even though they're just bullshit?
My intention at the time was not to make money.
Yes, it was. You said your intention was to make money to buy a truck. That's exactly what your intention was. Liar.
Like, I was happy if I made like my $2,000 and then I got my little car.
That was your intention.
But after that, it was like, I feel like I was meeting so many cool people, and like the people who were loving our jewelry, and like the stories that I was hearing through our jewelry, like people could just like feel the passion.
Oh my gosh. Shut up. No, the passion of shitty jewelry? Get wrecked. What?
I have to share the story with you. I haven't told you this.
I already have goosebumps.
Oh, goosebumps in my butt.
This is like the story I always share because it was that impactful for me. But I was at my mall kiosk after school, and I was helping a woman assemble a locket. And so we have these like itty bitty charms, and it's like a locket. You just like pick your charms out. And so I would go up to the customer. I'm like, hi, can I help you pick charms? And she's like, yeah, I actually know exactly what I want. I'm like, okay, what can I help you find? She's like, I need 2 sunflower charms. I'm like, great. So I leave
And 2 toilet seats.
her to the sunflower. She picks them out and she puts them in the locket. And I just see her like standing there, like staring at the locket. And then she was pretty quiet after that. And I was like, are you okay? Like, I can help you check out. So I check her out. I was like, if you don't mind me asking, why 2 sunflowers? Because normally I would like encourage people to put a couple more charms in there to make it more,
It was my babies that died in Nam.
tell their story and whatnot.
Or different ones.
Yeah, more
right?
different things. And she immediately starts crying and she goes, well, I just recently lost my twins. I had decorated their
There's nothing she won't exploit for cash. Telling people's stories. Is it real? Probably not. But it's good for the brand.
nursery with sunflowers, and so I have like their room sitting there with sunflowers, and I just want to wear this as a reminder of my babies. I literally get like choked up every
I
time.
look up at your bill of money.
I don't know. And here I am just sitting at the mall kiosk and like thinking like, why is she doing this? And it's just so cool to see.
Why is this
that
woman
a
buying my jewelry and being weird about it?
piece of jewelry can really mean something to someone.
Yeah.
And so she has a little reminder of her babies. But I remember she walked away, and that was the first time that I started crying because
No, you didn't.
so I was like, wow, this is so much more than like me
Just
getting
a
a car,
locket.
just a locket, you know? It's like, this is impactful for people. And that's just what kept me going, is because after that, I would
So
always
it's basically Pandora, but you put it in a box.
ask people,
You put Pandora in the box. Smart.
like, why did you make this? Like, I want to hear your story. And I got to connect with so many people, and it was the coolest experience.
Why are you putting a butt plug in this one? It's a long story. Sorry.
Wow. I do think it's like, it's so different creating a locket where it's like, okay, you can put like a family photo in there or something,
Yeah.
but I remember seeing your lockets, it's like having them be so, it's like there's personalized where it's like your name and stuff, which
Yeah.
is so cool, and I'm a big fan of that. I love those.
Me too.
Me too. Josh. On a necklace.
And I'm definitely getting the one that you have coming out. Oh. But I think it's different. Like the charms that you do, it just makes it. It's a deeper personalization.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
you're doing.
Okay, let's
And I think that
let's
is so
move
cool.
on
And
from
one of my,
Orgasm Owl.
one of my grounds trainers the other day too, because I was talking about you. This was a few months ago, I think, actually. I'm like the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, Bella." She's like, "Oh my gosh, Origami Owl! I got the teacher edition one," and I was like, and she's like talking about how much it meant to her because she's a teacher, and although she
Can't roll my eyes hard enough.
retired, she's just like, "I will."
This is so boring.
Always love being a teacher, and it's so cool because it's so much more than just like a personalized locket. It's just
No,
little
that's exactly
charms
what it is, though.
that like makes up your whole life, which is so cool.
Yes, stories of
It's
stories.
so cool. Every single piece of jewelry that we put out now, we want it to have intention and meaning behind it. Like, that's the most important thing.
No, it's not. The most important thing if you is make money, and off the backs of lots of people in downlines, MLMs, taking advantage of people, dumb people.
us. And so as our brand has evolved, we don't only just sell lockets anymore. We have so many different pieces, but I was able to create one for my whole infertility journey. And it was a piece that I wore literally to every appointment, my IVF journey. And it says overcome
So you're telling me it's a bad luck charm. Is that what you're saying?
on it. And it had
It says what on it?
the fertility flower on there. And it was just something that I would just like
Wait,
wear
what did
as
it
a,
have
like,
on it?
whole infertility journey. And it was a piece that I wore literally to every appointment, my IVF journey. And it says overcome on it.
Overcome. Got it.
And it had the fertility flower on there. And it was just something that I would just like wear as a reminder that I was going to overcome my infertility. And
And you didn't. So thanks for the necklace.
it's just such a great reminder. And so now a lot
A
of
reminder of what? That it didn't overcome the infertility journey?
women actually
Okay.
message me, they wear that piece.
They
And they're,
do?
yeah, as they're going through their
Origami Owl, your bad luck necklace.
infertility.
Get
journey.
yours
Like,
today for all the bad luck.
just what a little reminder can do for someone.
Well, it didn't do anything for you. So, okay.
Like when you put it on, you feel stronger.
Yeah,
right?
it just
Shut up. Are you kidding me, Heidi Summers? Are you kidding me with that question? When you put this piece of shit jewelry on, you feel stronger? Yes, it's empowering like a lioness in the forest eating snakes.
it's just that simple little reminder, and I just love it.
It's like that badge of honor.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
If you will, just putting it on, you just feel like strong and
Yes.
powerful.
Stupid.
I love
it's
that.
dumb.
Wow. Okay, so
Wow, so let's get on with it.
another question is with these lockets and all the jewelry, and it's you do so much more than just the lockets. Like I got
I'm about to fast forward.
Didn't tell me.
right now.
Fast forwarding it. So answering questions I've been avoiding. Do you get prenup, ultimatum, dealing with infertility? So she was it like a fitness vlog, thirst trap, fitness. For someone who has 800,000 views or subscribers, she doesn't get very many views. She's probably big on Instagram, I guess. 147 million views. She's made some cash on here. Buff Bunny. So she got 1.6 on Instagram. So she's more of an Instagram influencer, I suppose. Buff Bunny. So she's a bunny that's buff, and they work out together in the bunnies. Is she working out with Bella here? Like, let's wear matching shitty outfits. Nobody comments on Bella, though. Huh? She's got away with it here. Anyway, let's get back to this garbage.
We found the most incredible adoption consultant agency.
Like I guess as someone, and I mean maybe I'm just a little bit ignorant. I've never really looked into it too much, but watching your videos on it, I was like, wow. And then I have some other friends that have adopted, and they were telling me just like the scamming that can happen and
Yeah, the scamming can happen because you put it out to the public and people are like looking for you to because you're easy prey, and they know that you want a baby for content. And Belle's not even looking at her. It's really weird. But they were scammed, and then they made millions off that scam. By the way, just so you're aware, not millions, but hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like they milked that thing for all it was worth and made money off that scam. 100%.
you know the time it can take and all of these like hurdles.
Yeah, the time it can take for regular people to adopt a baby is years sometimes. It took them months. It's weird how that works, eh? How the richer you are, the faster you can get a baby. Super weird that is.
You know, as someone that I didn't know, I was like, oh, I guess like you just sign up to be the first for like a family to come to you, and then like you're able to adopt a child, and like it's it, right?
Yeah, but that's what you think. But
That's what you think,
it's
but
not.
oh my! So do you want to share a little bit of how that
Yeah, I already did. Made money on it.
process was? Like, how do you, when you first want to adopt, do you go on a website and sign up, or like how does that work?
The first thing you do is you have to do a lot of research. I feel like that's the first thing we did. We wanted to make sure we were adopting.
First thing you do is you go on a podcast and tell everybody that you're not going to adopt because that's like the last thing you'd ever do. That's what you do first. You say, we're not going to do that because it's like giving up. That's what they said on the internet forever. They said that. That's what they did first. Let's be real.
Ethically,
They said they were never going to do it.
especially because we had experienced an adoption scam. I feel like I was like you. I was very naive to the whole adoption world.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know a whole lot about it, but I'm so grateful.
Again, don't forget, you can't really get scammed in adoptions unless you're going outside of adoption agencies. So let's be real about it. Okay? Let's be real. If the agency had part of it, you wouldn't have been scammed. So maybe don't buy babies, I guess, is the lesson here.
We were able to like navigate and go through that ethically. We found the most incredible adoption consultant agency that really helped us navigate our whole adoption. And man, adoption is so beautiful, and there's so many different paths that you can take with adoption. But for us, we went through an adoption consultant agency, and they basically helped us.
So they had the money to go to an agency that'll get them a kid faster, is what she's telling you. The rest of the plebs have to do it the normal way, but they paid extra, is what you're hearing.
Find
like a broker.
The most ethical.
A baby broker.
Agencies in the United States to be able to.
She keeps saying that word ethical. Like she's really, really putting the emphasis on it was ethical. Make sure you know that it was ethical.
Adopt our daughter. And the cool thing is with adoption, you create a profile book about your life. And so me and Dallin created that.
Dallin and I.
We worked really long and hard on that. And then you can present that to a birth mother. And then she normally gets presented like multiple those books. And then the birth mother is able to choose your profile book,
and then you get paid. The birth mother gets paid.
And so that's what happened with us is we present.
The first you open Della Vlog's book. Della Vlog money falls out. I choose these people.
Presented our book to Story's birth mother, and then she chose us, and it was the greatest day of my whole life. I'll never forget that. Yeah,
that is so cool.
Yeah, we filmed every moment of it. Even before we met her, we had the camera rolling. That's not someone that's just as gross. It was gross the way they did it.
So cool.
Oh my goodness. So when you say ethical, what is the unethical parts of adoption?
Yeah, unfortunately with adoption, there's a lot of scams, and you have to be really cautious that you're doing everything ethically. I mean,
we keep saying ethically, like it's almost like you didn't do it ethically because you keep saying that.
We did get scammed in the beginning, and it was really, really hard, but basically
But we capitalized on it?
I've heard of just all these different wild scams. I mean, people will scam you for money, or, I mean, in our case, we never paid the woman that we got scammed by, but she just emotionally scammed.
Notice how we haven't heard an update on that. They were pressing charges and stuff. No updates? Interesting that.
Scammed us, I guess, and we went through that, and that was really hard, but that was, I just was not aware of how much scamming happens in the adoption world. And even I've heard of unethical agencies that scam just for money, and you never end up adopting, but they're just an unethical agency that scams you for money. And so you just have to really, like, if you really do.
Or just go through proven agencies. They were looking for a baby broker. That's why.
The research and deep dive, you will find those ethical agencies. I can recommend ours a million times. It's Christian Adoption Consultants. CAC.
Okay. I've never heard this before. Christian Adoption Consultants, CAC, Atlanta, Kansas City. So let's see what they do here. Here they are. About us. Our stats. Wire Hire Adoption Consultant. Here we go. Now that I know who they are, I'm going to message them and I'm going to ask them questions. How much will it cost? How long will it take? CAC experience. After 4,000 adoptions, we learned a thing or two. Our support team of 20 adoption professionals over 120 years combined experience. Our founders, Malcolm and Amy Young, have also launched licensed adoption agencies. They have a broad understanding of adoption. CAC values, founded on Christian principles and standards, we believe in ethical adoption practices. So it sounds like what we think it is. Likely, a teen girl got pregnant inside of a church, and abortion is out of the question because that's, sin above all sins, according to a lot of people in churches, right? And so what a lot of people do in churches is they want to adopt them out to Christian families, and they'll use agencies like this and pay for all the thing that has to go through and all that stuff. And the girl often disappears from church life for a little while until postpartum. It's absolutely a thing. It's not a conspiracy theory. It absolutely happens. And these agencies are likely the people, I don't know if it's true here, but sounds like this agency is that agency. Is it CAC is the only consulting group that offers domestic, international, embryo adoption, special needs programs. In addition to our consulting, offers options for family profile, book design, online profiles, and paperwork. So they paid this people money, big bucks to do this. Interesting. Why hire CAC? So it's not like you go to, if you want to adopt a child, often, like, you don't hire an adoption agency to do this. You apply for adoption. It costs money to, like, do things. You have to do home studies. You have to do all these things. And then when a baby comes up, you're like, hey, do you want, like, let's see if this works. And sometimes you can foster a top. This is a broker. This is literally a baby broker. And, you know, at its most core thing, it's trafficking in children. That's literally what this is. Okay? I know it's adoption. It's all got a little flower there and everything else, but you're hiring them to find you a baby. They find babies. What's an adoption consultant? Why should I use an adoption consultant? We're glad you asked. Back to this page. So then you didn't answer the question. Consulting services. Here we go. Probably don't have any costs here, though, I bet. See, they don't put their prices on here. But, hey, maybe if one of you guys are bored, maybe you could reach out to them and just go a little undercover for me and find out what it costs to hire CAC. If you do that, I might send you a swag pack, maybe Canadian treat pack, maybe pay you for your time. Does somebody want to go find out how much it costs to hire CAC? ChristianAdoptionConsultants.com. I don't know. Maybe if you feel so inclined.
They are incredible. So I feel like I would use them over and over again.
We know, because they found you a baby in like record time. That's why you would use them over and over again.
For adoption. They're just amazing.
I'll put the link down below in the video description.
The biggest thing I think that I look for now is I want to make sure that the birth mother is getting...
So why did you hired these people and you still got scammed? That's interesting. Doesn't speak volumes about their good work, does it?
Care of, because a lot of the unethical ones, they could care less about the expecting mother or the birth mother. And for us, like the thing I cared about is I'm like, I want to make sure she's taken care of.
Oh yeah.
I want to make sure that, you know, everything, like she could get the therapy she needs, the help she needs, like anything to make her feel comfortable in this experience. And you'll
basically, I want to pay her as much money as I can to get this baby. Also, don't forget, she's not mentioning the promises they made. Maybe she will, but remember the promises they made.
know pretty quickly if an agency is ethical, if they're really looking out for the
She didn't mention the promises that they made to the mother. That's some tea.
expecting mother or the birth mother.
Wow. Okay, so you can kind of tell that first meeting, like, about how they care for the mom.
Yeah, I mean, she's the most important person. You want to
They keep saying this, and they forgot the promises they made to her.
make sure she's taken care of. And
when she says that, you know she's a bullshit liar. She's just lying. It's not the most important person. What's the thing that you got out of this baby? That was the most important thing to you. It wasn't the mother. Stop lying, because it's like disingenuous, because it's not even true anyway. Even if you try to make it sound true, it's not true. The most important thing we used to get a newborn baby. That was all that mattered.
so I'm so grateful for the experience we
Effing dumb people! I hear you! Woo! Been a while since we brought that out. Sometimes you need a swear pillow, you know?
had with Christian Adoption Consultants. They were amazing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's good to know. I mean, I feel like this is so educational for people.
Yeah, but why don't you tell them what they do? They find you a baby, basically. That's like, they're never going to tell. Like, oh man, somebody should whistleblow in these agencies. There's got to be a whistleblower eventually. Because if you saw the sausage and made, you'd probably be pretty upset, because it means rich people get what they want, whereas people who deserve babies, who are going to be good with them and don't exploit them as things for their channels, and like they're like using them for a table and just exploiting them for cash, they're the ones who get it first. When the people who are more deserving, who have loving homes, they have to wait years and years and years and years. Rich people always get ahead of the line, and it's just not fair. Because those kids are worse off with these types of people. There's no doubt in my mind, this child is being exploited for cash on the internet, being shared and passed around in strange countries, living a weird life without a schedule to keep up. They're never around. They're just so stupid. It's exploited, and there's parasocial relationships developed with people online. Likely tons of predators watching this baby grow up on the internet. That's not safe for children. Adoption agencies out here like this should not be giving children to influencers who are going to use them on the internet. And there should be agreement signed and contracts saying, if you use this child, sorry, we're taking it back. Like, you should be like, hey, do you plan on using this child on social media at all? Yes? Well, then sorry, we're not going to. You shouldn't even be a question. If the person makes their money online as social media influencers, sorry, we're not even going to work with you. That's it. Shouldn't even be a thing. Like, are you going to? It's just, no, we're not going to work with you. That's it. Okay? And there should be a contract of like at least 13 years minimum where you're not going to be putting this child sharing their adoption story online, because that should be their story to share when they are ready. This kid will never be able to have her own story to share with the world because it's been given away for free. Well, not for free, for money for the parents, for its whole life. Its whole life. Not to mention the dad saying, oh, we're not going to adopt. That's failing. We think that's failure. And then making promises to the birth mother that you can't even remember what you made. The baby's going to see that you're damn liars.
I haven't looked into adoption quite yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had no idea about the scamming and the things that can happen.
Yeah.
And like not taking care of the birth mother is like a huge thing.
Yes. Like the most important thing, right? So
no, it's not. Stop lying. Stop being a dirty liar.
like, we gotta make sure we take care of the birth mothers.
I asked the question, Heidi. So how did you do that? So far, it's been a year. Can you tell us a little bit about what you did to take care of this birth mother? Maybe a little bit. Share.
They're important and amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're the only way you're getting a baby.
Yes. Wow. Okay. So
wow,
you went through like a lot of hardship with your whole journey with that.
Yeah.
And then what about when they told you that about Story?
Oh my goodness. So
I don't care. Stupid.
thing, just like getting ready to go get her and meet her, and I was so nervous to meet her. I mean, like, how are you supposed to go meet your daughter for the first time? Like, it's
well, you
it's
don't
wild.
film it for the internet. First of all, you keep that private for yourself and the child.
Yeah, it was such a wild experience.
Oh my gosh.
She was so tiny and precious.
So little. Oh my
So
goodness. And I remember us chatting. It was like last year, like right after you became a mom.
Yeah.
Was
Yes,
it right after?
that's-
It was. Yeah, it was around that time. I was like, wait, this is for real this time. This is for real this time. Because I remember.
Oh my God, who cares?
Everything. If you're waiting for something, if you say, I'm gonna do this and then I'll be able to do this, it's like, if you're waiting for something, it's just never gonna happen. Like, just start.
Okay, I hate when rich people will be like, just do the thing, get it done, buy a baby. We don't have money to buy babies, lady. Shut up with this stupid advice from rich people who got lucky, okay? The answer is go get lucky. Maybe it'll happen for you. It's about getting lucky.
You know, like, you just have to get started. I'm telling you, like,
If you want a baby, you just hire this agency that will find you a baby.
never would have thought that our channel could be where it's at today. Like, we just hit 3 million subscribers. Like, it's crazy.
wild.
And you're about to hit 1 million
One day.
No, you're like so close.
We start posting more.
Post more. You're
You're a million.
so close, and it's just like you never know what you could do. Like,
Yeah.
just start with your
Yeah, I don't know how you guys made millions. You're idiots.
business. Start if you have an idea, just make it happen. And
Just make it work for millions. Just do it. Like this advice isn't helpful to anybody, by the way. And it's obviously the language of a person who runs an MLM, right? There's never a better time than now to take the control of your own life and make extra money and divorce your husband. You don't need that bastard anymore. Come sell shitty jewelry. That's the MLM language. It's the love bombing bullshit, blow smoke up your ass language to try to sell your business to others that they had to pay to be a part of. People have to pay her for the product so that they can sell it and take their little cut. That's bullshit. Okay? It's just start a business and make millions. I did it. Anybody can.
yeah, just chase your dreams. Like with YouTube,
Shut
especially,
up.
it's just like
I hate this type of like, it's just so utterly, it's worse than useless. Okay, it's worse than useless.
like anybody could do it. People say like, but I don't have an interesting life, and it's like people love watching all types of content.
Yeah.
Like, they're
She's not wrong because their life content is shit. It's bullshit, garbage.
just like you can make your own genre. Like literally, just film
Like
your
a bit
day,
really-
and people will be entertained. You know, I love watching that kind of video. It's like
Get a dog and then rehome it.
there's an audience for everybody, and so
Get a bunch of farm animals and just like let a farm take care of them and maybe visit them once in a blue moon. That's what they do. They have a farm with a bunch of, I think they own it or they share it or something, and they have a bunch of animals that someone else takes care of. Like, what's the point?
It's just like, just get started. Post. Just
post something.
Don't get a camera. Film on your phone. And then like evolve. Just keep evolving. Like, then get a camera once you like start to get the hang of it.
And then put a crooked in this room, this crooked ass camera scene.
Just keep going. Just post.
And iPhones are great. Like they take
quality.
great
Shut up.
We're in our journey and inspiring people through like our infertility, through our adoption, and seeing our family.
You're not inspiring people. You're making people jealous. And you're making people hurt more. Those who can't do what you could do can afford a baby broker. That doesn't help anybody. That you can just afford to do these, travel the world. You're not inspiring anybody. You're just creating jealousy. That's all it is. People just jealous of your life. No one's like, I'm so happy for you, Bella, and your eyeballs. You're so close together. No one cares. You're just showing off. It's really weird that these people we inspire others to do what? Just go live your dream. How? Shut up.
The cons, I guess, is people knowing a lot about our life, but I don't even know if that's a bad thing, because I feel like I love sharing our life, and I love, like, my favorite thing about social media is looking back on our old videos and being like, man,
we're dumb.
So glad we documented that, because now we have this forever.
Can you document it and keep it privately? Is that a thing?
You know, it's like our diary almost. And so we have a lot of special moments online. I feel like there's definitely more pros than there are cons.
Yeah.
You're a con.
I agree. It's like I love watching old videos. Like I have ones of like me and my family in Alaska, and I love
my family and I.
Oh, it's like my nieces and nephews were so little, and like I'll send videos to my sister sometimes. I'm like, look how little Jace was.
So it's the best looking back.
It is. It truly is like a diary, being able to document all of those. And then what would you say some cons are?
Yeah, cons, just, I guess, I don't know. I feel like a lot of it is so positive that we've experienced. I guess like maybe just like dealing with hate online.
There's this guy, his name's Dad Challenge Podcast, and he totally hates us.
Is like the worst part of the job, but also I feel like I've gotten to a point where I don't really care what people say.
Yeah, you do.
Like I feel confident in where we're at as a family and like myself, that like some random Karen is not gonna
Oh, she brought out the Karen. Oh, Karens
affect me anymore.
It affects you because you just mentioned it.
Hi, Karen.
Bye, Karen. I guess that could just be the cons. It's like people always having an opinion about everything that you do.
That's because you put it on the internet, butthole. What do you expect? No opinions?
It's a hard thing, you know, but you learn to kind of I feel like you grow some thick skin if you're online, you know.
She looks like she has really thick skin. You know what I mean? Just like too much skin.
Yes.
So
yeah, you definitely
in her cheeks.
Grow thick skin over time. Now it's like I see stuff that I feel like doesn't like.
Yeah, you're just
doesn't faze me almost at all. Every once in a while, something I'm like, if I'm like feeling emotional, I'm on my period. I'm like, why would you say that?
That was really mean.
Same. When I'm on my period, I'm like, I hate my haters.
Rude. Did they mean that?
So after 2 seconds, I'm like, nah.
Like, actually, it's fine.
And then every once in a while, I will respond to a sassy comment.
I know.
She does. She does it in her channel.
Sometimes it takes everything in me. I have to just be like...
But it doesn't affect you. You just said it doesn't affect you, but it takes everything in you to not comment. But it doesn't affect you. Get wrecked.
Okay, it's fine.
Like, it's fine.
And then blocked. They're blocked immediately.
Blocked.
Blocked immediately.
You know, the restrict feature is actually really nice on Instagram. Have you seen that?
That's where you can restrict someone. Like, they can keep commenting, but no one ever sees it.
Yeah, they can comment all they want, but
no one sees
only they can see it. They have no idea they're restricted. So I can see it, they can see it, but no one else sees it. So I'm like, it's kind of...
They want you to see it, though, so... Okay.
Funny, because I'm like, I still get their follow, but...
And their engagement.
And their engagement.
Notice how it's like, it doesn't affect me, my haters, but they spend an entire segment on it. Doesn't affect me, but let's talk about it a lot.
But no one will see it,
seeing
and they have no idea. So I'm like, if you're a troll, you're probably restricted on my page. And I laugh because I'm like, you're commenting all these things, and me and you are in like a secret little chat room. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but you're reading it.
No one else is seeing this.
But the point is for you to read it. I don't understand the burn here. Like, I want you to read that you're a dumbass. That's what I want you to see, and you're seeing it.
And I feel like sometimes they do it to get attention. Like, they'll say it so people like reply back and like banter.
Actually, a lot.
Welcome to social media.
sometimes, like, unfortunately, this is sad, but, like, people look for negative attention, and so, like, I'll get, like, a DM from someone saying, like, something so mean, and then I comment back, I'm like, wow, that was, like, really mean, like, hope you have a better day, and then they comment back, I was kidding, I love you, how are you doing, and everything's great, and I'm like, whoa, like...
Why would you respond? Again, I thought you didn't respond to haters. Like, what's going on here?
Did you just want... I would have responded if you were nice, too, like, you didn't...
No, you wouldn't have.
Not have to be mean, you know?
Yeah, like, chill out. Like...
This woman bought a baby, Heidi. Relax. Stop blowing smoke up her ass.
Karen?
That was really mean. That was
My
really
feelings
mean.
are hurt. I'm tearing up.
I thought it didn't bother... What? You just said it didn't bug you.
But when you, I guess, like, what helped you when you first started getting those type of comments where they were kind of mean and uncalled for, but was it kind of like a shock, or do you kind of remember going through, like, a lot of negativity at any point?
There's
and how you kind of dealt with that?
Yeah, there's definitely a time where I felt more affected by the mean comments, but then I realized I had this crazy realization. Actually, Dallin told me this. He's like, you cannot please everyone. You could literally... I could
please anyone.
post a video right now and say, the sky is blue, and someone will be like, no, it's not. Today it looks more white. It's not
They won't. No, they won't.
blue.
That's stupid. People hate on you for being a butthole, for starting an MLM and being a disgustoid and exploiting children, and that's what they hate on you for. Not just because you said the sky was blue. They hate on you because you're fake.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not... It's so cloudy out.
This person, I don't like Heidi anymore.
Why would you even say the sky is blue today? You know? And it's like, I had that realization, like, someone will find...
Wow, Dallin is so wise.
And everybody sees things differently, and that's okay. It's the beautiful thing in life. We're all so different. We all have different opinions.
Well, we see your daughter not wanting to be around you.
But let's just all agree to disagree, okay?
Yeah, it's like, we're all just out here.
That's fine. But then you said... I love when they started. I don't even pay attention, but let's talk about it for 15 minutes.
Doing
We're all
our
just
best.
doing... That's the thing. I feel like we're all just doing our best.
You're not doing your best. You can shut your mouth about that. Okay, you're not doing your best. You're not protecting your daughter from the dangers of the internet. You're sharing her personal story with everybody on the internet against her will, and she cannot consent to it. You are sharing this thing that maybe she doesn't want the world to know when she gets older. Do you know how many kids who are adopted don't really want that to be their whole entire personality, or their personality at all? And you are taking that choice away from her. You are making her famous without her consent, and it is not fair. And so, no, you are not. You can't just agree to disagree on that. You are wrong about that 100%.
No, I know my intentions. I know, like, what my
Yeah, we see your intentions. We can see what you're doing.
intentions are, and I'm content with that.
Yes.
As long as the comments that will affect me these days are if they come from someone I know. If you have my phone number and you personally know me, or a family member, those are the only time, like, negative comments that would actually affect me. But if you don't
You just said a bunch affected you otherwise, so you're lying. Again, liar.
know me, you don't have my phone number, then I'm normally not really affected by that. Just 'cause I'm like,
But you just said you were, so.
they don't actually know me.
Yeah, you're right. If they don't have your number, don't let it affect you.
We, like,
They really don't know.
Okay.
I mean, you know this. We put, like, 10-minute videos of our whole, like, imagine.
Oh,
how
here we
much-
go. Excuse number. They only see 10 seconds of our life. They don't know anything. But in the same video, I'll tell you it's real and raw, and this is who we are. And, like, I'm so glad I can share these as if it were my diary, which she just said. It's like looking back on our diary. So you're telling me your diary's fake and it's not who you are? I hate this. These people always say this. You don't know us because you're only sharing a 10-second. Well, from the 10 seconds we see, you're an asshole, lady.
of our life that people don't see. And it's like, you can't just judge me off of one video.
Yeah, yes we can. And it's not just one video, crack ass. It's a ton of videos. It's not just one video.
Because
you only
that's
have
10
10
minutes of my day. It's funny, like, during our travel videos, like, Story didn't nap this entire day. Like, how, I mean, I'm like, do you think that we were going to film every nap that she took? Like, she
You're
totally
stupid.
she's sleeping.
I thought the comments didn't get to you there. Bella Swass?
Took 3 naps, you know? And it's like, but people don't see those things. And so
No, what we see is you traipsing across the world and her not having a normal semblance of childhood, which is actually detrimental. I don't care what you say. That's bad for a newborn. Bad.
they comment that, and I'm like,
Travel later when the kid is like, develop more.
I promise you, like, there's so much of my life you just don't see behind the scenes.
Yeah, and it's probably worse than what we see.
So-
Because you're only presenting the good stuff. And the stuff that we see that you're presenting is good We see it and it's garbage. So just imagine how bad the other stuff is, because every creator off camera is nothing like they portray on camera. Nothing. Okay, they are completely different. These ones who portray themselves to be like angelic and fluffy and la, 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 they're not, man. They're in biker gangs and stuff and cooking meth in their basements.
People are wild.
Yeah.
But growing the thick skin
Yeah.
definitely helps.
Yeah, sure sounds like she grew a thick skin.
Going to the gym and getting out that stress,
throwing some weights around.
Let's throw some weights around.
I don't throw any weights around. Get wrecked. Probably squat 25s.
I'm so excited.
I think I'm excited. We're gonna get a grounds workout today.
I have my own personal grounds trainer.
Yes, the personal trainer to Puck
Is your friend a grounds trainer? I don't think so.
But hers is.
Laughing jokes.
I think with that, I would say that's definitely helped me with business, and then also just with like social media, just in the whenever you get like those negative comments in the past. Now I'm good. It's like I'm kind of like on the same fence as you, where it's like if they don't personally know you, don't let them affect you.
Like why would I let that ruin my day?
Every once in a while, I'll just like have a little fun, and I'll just respond back to a negative comment.
When I'm feeling sassy.
Yeah, when I feel kind of like sassy, but usually it's like their comment doesn't even hurt me. I'm just like trying to make a point. Like usually if it's a guy that says something silly, I'll just like say something sassy back, put on my story, and I'm like, ha!
You're like, boom.
Get it.
You got that, strange weirdo. Live your life, girl.
Boom. Like the girls have my back. Juicy as peach, but someone still might not like peaches, and then they would be like, and you're
peach has peach hair on it. You ever like eat peaches right off the tree? Sometimes in summer, I grew up in a town called Beamsville in Ontario. Okay, and it's like fruit. Just orchards galore. Beautiful place. I would love to live there again. But we would go as kids just eating fruit off the side of the road. Farmers hate us. But we would take, everything's in season different times. You got peaches, you don't wash them peaches. The peach fuzz sticks to you and makes it itchy.
Also allergic to peaches.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you're right. So it's like
true.
It doesn't matter what you say. The sky's blue. It's like that dress. Have you seen that dress?
Yeah.
Is it blue or gold or black? And everyone sees something different.
Totally.
So it's...
Yeah, this is totally exactly like it is with your lives. Or they see who you are, and you're looking for attention, and you just don't like the attention that you're getting. So you're sad about it.
Different perspective.
How dare you comment on the thing that I posted online for everybody to see?
Different views, and it's like... But we can all just
agree.
Get along.
Does she Photoshop her photos? Because if so, Goob would like to know. Right? Does Goob want to see if she photoshops her photos? Because you can't be all out there being a fitness influencer and photoshopping your photos. That's a no-no if you're into Goob. So Goob, if you're watching, take a look. Maybe you can see some of this and call her out. Because if Goob calls you out, if you're a fitness influencer, you get called out because you're photoshopping, like you get like ratioed hard. So just don't Photoshop if you're a fitness influencer, do not Photoshop your ass on, because he'll come for you.
We get along. And at the end of the day, I really do feel like our community is amazing. We receive probably 99.9% positive.
No, you don't. That's absolutely bullshit lie. You delete the 20% of negative comments you get. So get wrecked, you liar. You're a liar.
I'm so grateful for. So I feel
99.9.
happy about that.
Yeah. Same with mine. I get like majority is like all kindness. I think it's just like, I think if people see that you're just trying to put like good in the world and just trying to help people.
What good are these people putting in the world? What have you gained that has made you a better person? What net benefit to the world do these people bring? These influencers who show their ass on the internet and these people who exploit children. What is the net positive? You tell me what good you're bringing in and how good... has it left the world a better place? Has it? I can understand if you were funny, if you were engaging, if you had some great things to say, some sage advice, all that kind of stuff. But they're not, man. They're terrible. Absolutely bonkers. And they will exploit every situation. They're child exploiters. There is no net positive to these people on the internet.
With like sharing your journey or whatever you're sharing, it's like people see that. You can see like the genuineness.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And like that kind of goes back to that.
Also, if you're doing a podcast, you don't need to be wearing headphones if you're speaking to each other in the same room. I don't know if you knew that, but you don't need to be wearing them.
Business thing that you mentioned earlier about like you were so passionate in your business.
Yep.
Because I'm a big believer in that. Like if you genuinely love your products and like what you're trying to sell or what you're trying to build or trying to create, and it's like money is not the main thing that you're chasing after.
It is always the main thing you're chasing after in a business. Okay, let's stop with this bullshit. Business owners, but I was looking for an experience. You're looking for money. Okay, stop it. That's the only reason people do business.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in it's like if you chase your passion, what you love doing, money ends up following because people see the amazing product that you create.
Well,
You're just making like Kardashian ripoff stuff, so okay.
Thing about you and Christian, like every time I see you guys, you're always repping your brand, and that's so admirable because I know like there's some people out there who like create a product and they don't even wear their own product, and I'm like, you guys are
never wear your own band shirts.
Like you rep your brand so hard.
Love it. We love our brand.
It's because it's
So like, is this really the way? You rep your own brand. I'm so inspired by your tights. I can see your labia.
that good, you know?
is.
It's just that good, and so I admire that about you guys.
Thanks. It was so funny because we were talking
friends.
and Christian was like, I can't imagine not making clothes because what would I wear? And
He's
I go,
like, what would I
was like,
wear?
what
I mean, go get clothes at the store.
would I wear? And I was like,
wait a minute.
I don't even know what I would wear because there's nothing
You would wear clothes like the rest of us plebs.
out there that I like so much.
I
Like
just
this.
love, like,
What do you mean? Your shit looks exactly like anything you can get anywhere.
things.
Yeah. It's because like,
What do you mean? Like, stop it! You're wearing tights. You can get that anywhere.
you're making, like we make clothes that we genuinely love. And then
Yeah.
also, like I make clothes for every
You
woman.
don't make clothes. Can we be real? I don't even know this lady. You don't make anything. Okay, little Chinese kids make your clothes. Let's be real.
Every body.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I don't even know what I would wear. It's crazy. But I also love wearing my
That's
friends'
totally crazy.
brands too.
Yeah,
like whenever
totally.
my friends have
The
businesses,
internet.
I'm always like
Because you're
getting
supportive.
their stuff, and
Yes.
and it's like all of our friends create products that they genuinely love,
Yeah.
like Origami Owl.
Yeah.
It's like you can see the heart and soul that goes into it.
Yeah.
So it's
Can you? Cheap garbage. Can you see the heart and soul of the cheap garbage that she sells? Okay.
like, and the earrings were great. I'm like, great. This is like, I know it's gonna be a great product. Perfect win-win.
Thanks.
yeah, this
Thanks,
was
friends, bestie.
Super fun.
Thank you so
Bella.
much. Oh my gosh, this has been so fun. I feel
Has it been fun? Because I'm watching here and I'm in pain. Has it been fun though?
honored. Subscribe to Heidi's channel.
Subscribe to them. Let's get her a million. Let's get a million. Let's
Shut up. Not even get wrecked. Dumbass. Okay, I don't like these people, obviously. So Heidi Summers here. She puts this out. 5,000 views, released today, on a channel with almost 1 million subscribers, by the way. She doesn't get many views. What's her most popular video? Walking through Auschwitz, warning actual footage of entire camp. 14 million views, 2016? That's crazy. Then 2.9 of my fitness journey, how I lost the weight. So she lost a bunch of weight. How I meal prep my food, and she looks like she lost a lot of weight. She's a skeleton in that picture. Creating worse. She looks like she went from there to like then became her like whole world fitness. Women must earn less than men. Buff Bunny collection. So stupid. I want you to meet somebody. So she met this dude in 2017. Smaller waist, bigger boobs. I mean, your boobs are going to be the boobs that you get unless you get fake boobs. So don't watch shit like that. You're not getting bigger boobs. If you lose weight, you're going to lose your boobs. That's just the way it is. This looks like she probably has fake boobs. Anyway, I don't like her. And I don't like her because she interviewed a douchebag, didn't do her research. And that's just douchey. It's kind of douchey, not going to lie. Right? Any new how many comments does she have? Like, I don't know why YouTube is not showing me how many comments there is. Oh, I hate that. Wow, Bella exploits the poor child since the chase she got her. Do better, Heidi, and don't give child exploiters more exposure than they already get. Family vloggers are a huge problem. Yeah, agreed. I will like that comment. Anyway. Dumb. Oh, Bella commented. Heidi Summers, love ya. Anyway, these people are dumb and I hate them all. They just blow smoke up each other's ass and talk about their business and they're dumb. Bella Weems is a turd. Let's be real. Okay? And she can't sing. Sorry. Everybody, take a deep breath. Stop watching buttholes on the internet, including these ones. Okay? You guys are amazing, incredible, and valuable. Don't forget it. Please protect your kids. Okay? Someone has a crush on you. You are out of this world. I'll see you when I see you.